Hi, um, this is me just having a conversation. To quote a phrase by the title, this is me having a breaking down session. This is me breaking down life and telling my opinion of it. And that is all I can do. As the internet all is, it is all about giving your opinion of it. Unless, of course, it's done by the government and it's done officially, in which case there is more fluidity to it and possibly the right answer. But nobody will ever know unless it's actually a professional. My conversation today is about how people perceive the internet and what they do with it. If you have a cold or a flu, you look to your phone and go, let's have a look. What's the symptoms? And the symptoms will be there if you look to the right site. Unless, of course, you're talking to, and I'm talking very lightly with this, that, somebody's had a go and read it and then sort of went, okay, I've got that, I'm going to pass that over to everybody in the world because somebody might want to know that at this point in time. The only site that will actually know those full details will be the following items: an NHS website, if a doctor does a video vlog because he doesn't like to see people at the present second courtesy of what's going on in the world, or the fact of the information is there and available, but it's normally there and available from people that have read it from other sites. And some of those sites aren't correct. But the most dangerous part about this is that our children look at this because that is their first point to go to. I'd say our children, I'm old enough now to have older children, and those older children have the good sense to look for the official websites as opposed to the I'll have a go and see what we can do. To give an explanation, I had a young man who had his young lady who had a growth of cancer on her brainstem. And what he done was talk to the officials, talk to the NHS, they gave their thing. But instantaneously he went, well, I know it sounds stupid, there must be something I can do, because he felt that the world was so taken out of his hands. And so what he done was he had a go. And he looked at all these different websites, and half of these websites were people just blethering on about the fact of that this has happened and you should do this and you should do that. And most of the information was there, but there was a lot of stuff that wasn't even valid on there, which is scary. Now that's an adult. Now take that to a teenager, 13, 14 years old onwards, who goes, oh, I don't know what I need to do. Hold on, I'll have a look on the internet. So they're getting somebody else's opinion, somebody else's, I'm going to have a go, rather than actually looking at an official site. And this could be for anything. We had some tragic moments so far, and that's just so far. Stuff that people don't release on the internet with what's been going on in the world at the moment. And lots of people have been lost because wrong information has occurred, and unfortunately it's cost people lives. But my opinion on this, and there you go, this is my opinion, is that the world is as good as it gets. We can't change it. People have faced worse. But they faced it with communal spirit, stuff like wars, pandemics in the past. Internet wasn't so widely available unless you were sitting on something that, to be quite honest with you, you couldn't fit in this room. And that's just for 5 megabytes. Yeah, seriously, if you want to have a look at what like 5 megabytes is, at one point that used to be loaded onto a plane with a forklift truck. Now you can keep terabyte in the palm of your hand. But this is what it's all about. finding out the past and looking at the future and getting a balance of what life is actually going on about. Now, hopefully, everybody that is watching this is well. Everybody that is watching this is healthy. And you have your own opinions. And I would love for you to air your opinions on this video and tell me and tell people, other people that are going to be airing their opinions on this video, what they believe is the best way to deal with things. It's a confusing time. But I didn't want it to be about this. I wanted this to just say that the world isn't as nasty as people think it is. If you're losing control of a situation, this is a personal experience. Look on Google Images and look for what I can control and what I can't control. And there should be a picture with an outer and a circle in the middle, and it's got a fox on it. It's got to have a fox. And all it does is it balances things out. It gives people a guide, because not everybody is in the mental state to have that logical guide in their head at the moment. So this video is guiding you to that. And it will tell you things like things that you can control and things that you can't control. Things you can control are on the inner circle. Things you can't control are on the outer circle. And it bases things in. And you can get a handle. It can give you a guide to start to look at the world with fresh eyes. Everybody's going into lockdowns. And yes, if you're watching this in 30 years' time, this is the COVID-19 time. Everybody has it. Everybody has the wind taken out of them. But the wind can be restored. And sometimes all it takes is just to have a breath of fresh air and to look at the world with fresh eyes. So I'm wishing you all well. I'm hoping that everybody is safe and that you are looking after your loved ones and that your loved ones are looking after you. And hopefully, just hopefully, this video can be a ground with the comment section to just air your views. I don't care how drastic they are. I don't care how small they are. There is no small, there is no massive. It is just an opinion and a thought and a word. And I hope this goes around the world. And I hope it gets shared by every single person that watches this video to somebody else, and to somebody else, and then to somebody else, so that everybody can get their opinion and their views on. And I promise you, I will deal with every single message that is put on there. I don't care how long it takes me. Giving up hope is a horrible thing. I still haven't lost hope. The world is in an unusual place, but I still haven't given up hope. And I've seen a lot of people go through a lot of grief at this present second in time, and I still haven't given up hope. So I know what grief feels like. It's not great, but there is another side. And it's just that at this point in time, things and how things are moving far too quickly. But I use my magic method and I watch a lot of comedy, mainly Mitchell and Webb, not dropping any names, but mainly Mitchell and Webb. And I watch videos and I have hope, and I have the hope that everybody else has hope, and that they haven't lost patience and they haven't lost their will to see the other side of this. Because I can honestly say, if they'd done that in days of old and wars and pandemics in the past, we wouldn't be here. So don't give up hope. Never give up hope. And with that being said, that's me. And I'm going to sign out and hopefully have lots and lots of comments and lots of replies to not only the things that I've said, but also adding more. I call this not a rant or a vlog. I would class this as me saying hi to the world and me saying hi to people that not only I know, but people that I don't know. And hopefully there is some wisdom in this, that somebody will go, I'm not alone. I'm not sitting on a couch alone thinking, what do I do? Who do I talk to? I have a monkey. Now it sounds really random, but if you keep your mind random and you keep your spirits high, the world doesn't always look so bad. So any opinions, any points that you'd like to put on, please do. And as I said, I will answer each and every one. And if I can help people, I will. And it'd be my pleasure. So with that, I'm just going to say, stay safe and don't lose hope. Look forward to your comments.